Welcome to Sleep Easy, where we embark on a journey of relaxation and tranquility to ease into a good night's sleep. I'm your host, and I want to thank you so much for choosing to join us tonight. Tonight, bring you a bedtime story titled Whispers of Twilight. Before we delve into this story, let's take a moment to release the restless emotions in our bodies and minds. Find a comfortable position and allow yourself to relax more with each breath. Now, let's combine the gentle rhythm of breathing with the charming narrative of Whispers of Twilight. Let yourself be transported into a world of fairy tales and magic, where worries fade away and dreams take flight. In the quaint town of Evergreen, where the whispers of twilight dance through the rustling leaves, there lived a young woman named Alice. With her auburn hair and curious hazel eyes, she roamed the streets. With a sense of wonder, always yearning for something beyond the mundane. One fateful evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon and the stars began their gentle ascent, Alice found herself drawn to the old bookstore at the corner of Elm Street. Its weathered facade whispered tales of forgotten realms and hidden treasures. Intrigued, Alice pushed open the creaky door and stepped into a world of ancient wisdom and timeless stories. Inside, the air was thick with the scent of yellowed pages and adventure. As she wandered through the labyrinth of shelves, her fingers trailed along the spines of dusty tomes, each one promising secrets untold. And then, nestled between two towering bookcases, Alice spotted a small, ornate key glinting in the dim light. With trembling hands, she reached out and grasped the key, feeling a strange sense of familiarity wash over her. It was as though this key held the answers to questions she hadn't even dared to ask. Without hesitation, she slipped it into her pocket and left the bookstore, her heart pounding with anticipation. That night, as she drifted off to sleep beneath a blanket of stars, Alice found herself standing at the edge of a shimmering lake, the moon casting its silver glow upon the water. And there, in the distance, she saw a door, ancient and ornate, its surface adorned with intricate carvings. With the key clutched tightly in her hand, Alice approached the door, her pulse quickening with each step. And as she reached out to turn the key in the lock, she felt a surge of energy course through her veins, as though she were unlocking the secrets of the universe itself. With a soft click, the door swung open, revealing a world beyond her wildest dreams. And as Alice stepped through the threshold, she knew that her journey had only just begun. In the realm beyond the door, Alice found herself bathed in the soft glow of moonlight. Surrounded by a landscape of breathtaking beauty, trees swayed gently in the night breeze, their leaves shimmering like silver coins, while distant mountains loomed like ancient sentinels against the horizon. As Alice ventured further into this enchanting world, she felt a sense of peace wash over her, as though she had finally found a place where she truly belonged. Memories from her past danced at the edges of her mind, fleeting yet familiar, like wisps of smoke in the night air. She recalled the summers of her childhood, spent chasing fireflies in the meadow behind her house, and the winters spent curled up by the fireplace, lost in the pages of her favorite books. She remembered the laughter of her friends and the warmth of her family's embrace. And for a moment, it was as though she could reach out and touch those cherished moments once more. But amidst the nostalgia, there lingered a sense of longing, a yearning for something she couldn't quite name. It was a feeling that had haunted her for as long as she could remember, like a melody half remembered, always just out of reach. As Alice wandered beneath the moonlit sky, she found herself drawn towards a shimmering lake, its surface rippling with silver light. And there, reflected in the still waters, she saw the faces of those she had loved and lost, her parents, her friends, and all those who had shaped her journey thus far. But as she reached out to touch the surface of the lake, the images began to fade, like mist beneath the morning sun. And in their place, Alice saw something else, a vision of herself, strong and fearless, standing at the threshold of a new beginning. With a sense of determination burning in her heart, Alice knew that she couldn't linger in the past forever. There were mysteries waiting to be unraveled, adventures waiting to be had, and she was ready to face them head-on. And so, with the moon as her guide and memories as her companion, Alice set forth into the unknown, eager to discover what lay beyond the horizon. For in this magical realm of moonlit memories, anything was possible, and the greatest adventure of all was yet to come. As Alice journeyed deeper into the enchanting realm beyond the door, she couldn't shake the feeling that she was being watched. Shadows danced at the corners of her vision, and whispers echoed through the forest, tantalizing yet elusive. Guided by a sense of curiosity and a flicker of unease, Alice pressed on, her footsteps soft against the forest floor. The air was thick with the scent of earth and moss, and the trees seemed to lean in closer, as though eager to share their secrets. Suddenly, a voice pierced the silence, sharp and clear as a bell. "Who goes there?" it demanded, sending a shiver down Alice's spine. Startled, Alice turned to see a figure emerging from the shadows, a tall, cloaked figure with eyes like embers and a voice like thunder. He introduced himself as the guardian of the forest, a keeper of ancient wisdom and protector of the realm. With a mixture of apprehension and curiosity, Alice told the guardian of her quest and the key she had found. To her surprise, he nodded solemnly, as though he had been expecting her. "The key you possess is no ordinary trinket," the guardian explained, his voice low and grave. "It is the key to unlocking the mysteries of this realm, and only the chosen one can wield its power." Intrigued, Alice pressed him for more information, but the guardian remained cryptic, speaking only in riddles and half-truths. "To understand the present, one must first confront the past," he intoned, his eyes glinting with hidden knowledge. With a sense of trepidation, Alice realized that she would need to delve deeper into the mysteries of this realm if she hoped to uncover the truth. And so, with the guardian's words echoing in her mind, she bid him farewell and set off once more into the heart of the forest. But as she ventured deeper into the shadows, she couldn't shake the feeling that she was being watched not by the guardian, but by something far older and more sinister. And as the echoes of the past whispered through the trees, Alice knew that her journey was only just beginning. As Alice continued her journey through the mystical realm, the trees grew taller and more twisted. Their branches intertwined, like fingers reaching for the sky. Shafts of golden sunlight filtered through the dense canopy, casting dappled shadows on the forest floor. With each step, Alice felt a sense of wonder and awe wash over her. Every tree seemed to hum with life. Every leaf whispered secrets of ages long past. It was as though the very air was alive with magic, humming with a power that she could almost taste on her tongue. But amidst the beauty of the enchanted forest, there lurked a sense of danger. Strange creatures darted through the underbrush, their eyes gleaming with curiosity and mischief. And though Alice couldn't shake the feeling that she was being watched, she pressed on, her heart filled with a sense of determination and purpose. As she wandered deeper into the heart of the forest, Alice stumbled upon a clearing bathed in soft, silvery light. At its center stood a towering oak tree, its branches reaching towards the heavens like the fingers of an ancient sage. Drawn by an irresistible impulse, Alice approached the tree, her footsteps soft against the moss-covered ground. And as she reached out to touch its rough bark, she felt a surge of energy course through her veins, as though the tree itself were reaching out to greet her. In that moment, Alice felt a sense of connection unlike anything she had ever experienced before. It was as though she could hear the heartbeat of the forest, feel the pulse of life thrumming beneath her fingertips. And then, as if in response to her touch, the tree began to shimmer and glow, its leaves dancing in a silent symphony of light. With a sense of wonder and awe, Alice watched as the forest came alive before her eyes, every tree and flower glowing with an inner radiance. In that moment, she knew that she had found something truly magical, something that would change her life forever. For in the heart of the enchanted forest, Alice had discovered a power unlike anything she had ever known. A power that would guide her on her journey and light her path through the darkest of nights. As Alice delved deeper into the enchanted forest, she felt the weight of anticipation hanging heavy in the air. Every step she took seemed to bring her closer to the heart of the mystery that had drawn her to this realm, closer to the answers she sought. The trees whispered secrets as she passed, their leaves rustling in the gentle breeze. Strange creatures flitted through the shadows, their eyes gleaming with curiosity and mischief. But Alice paid them no mind, her focus fixed on the path ahead. Suddenly, she stumbled upon a clearing bathed in a soft, ethereal light. At its center stood a magnificent fountain, its waters shimmering like liquid moonlight. Carved into its base were intricate symbols and glyphs, their meanings lost to time. With a sense of trepidation, Alice approached the fountain, her heart pounding in her chest. She sensed that she was on the verge of a discovery, something that would change everything she thought she knew about the world. As she reached out to touch the fountain's cool, smooth surface, she felt a surge of energy course through her veins. Images flashed before her eyes, images of ancient civilizations and forgotten realms, of heroes and villains locked in an eternal struggle for power. And then, with the start, Alice realized the truth. The fountain was more than just a monument to a bygone era. It was a gateway to another world, a world of magic and wonder beyond her wildest dreams. With a sense of awe and wonder, Alice stepped through the shimmering portal, leaving behind the familiar sights and sounds of the enchanted forest. And as she emerged on the other side, she knew that her journey was far from over. For in this new world of mysteries and magic, Alice would uncover truths beyond imagining, confront dangers beyond her darkest nightmares, and ultimately discover the true purpose of her quest. And though the path ahead was fraught with peril, she faced it with courage and determination, knowing that she was destined for greatness. In this new world beyond the enchanted forest, Alice found herself bathed in the soft, silver light of 1,000 twinkling stars. The sky stretched out above her like a vast, velvet tapestry, its depths filled with mysteries waiting to be unraveled. As she wandered through this unfamiliar landscape, Alice couldn't help but feel a sense of wonder and awe. Strange constellations dotted the heavens, their patterns shifting and changing with each passing moment. It was as though the very fabric of reality was alive with magic, dancing to a melody only it could hear. Beneath the starlit sky, Alice encountered wonders beyond imagining. She stumbled upon ancient ruins, their crumbling walls whispering tales of a forgotten age. She crossed paths with creatures both strange and wondrous, each one more fantastical than the last. And through it all, she felt a sense of exhilaration like anything she had ever experienced before. But amidst the beauty and wonder of this new world, Alice couldn't shake the feeling that something was amiss. Shadows lurked at the edges of her vision, and strange noises echoed through the night. It was as though the very air was charged with tension, as though the world itself was holding its breath, waiting for something to happen. As she gazed up at the starlit sky, Alice felt a sense of determination welling up inside her. She knew that she couldn't afford to be afraid, not when there were mysteries waiting to be unraveled and adventures waiting to be had. And so, with a sense of purpose burning in her heart, Alice set off into the night. Guided by the light of the stars and the promise of discovery, for beneath the starlit sky, anything was possible, and the greatest adventures were yet to come. As Alice ventured deeper into the new world beneath the starlit sky, she stumbled upon a hidden grove unlike any she had ever seen before. The air was thick with the scent of flowers and earth, and a soft, golden light filtered through the canopy above. In the center of the grove stood a wrought iron gate, its rusted hinges creaking softly in the breeze. Intrigued, Alice approached the gate, her heart pounding with excitement. What secrets lay beyond its weathered bars? With a sense of anticipation, Alice pushed open the gate and stepped into the garden beyond. And there, before her eyes, lay a world of beauty and wonder beyond imagining. The garden was alive with color and life, every flower and tree blooming with an intensity that took her breath away. Butterflies flitted through the air, their wings shimmering like stained glass in the sunlight. Birds sang from the branches above, their melodies weaving a tapestry of sound that filled the air with music. But amidst the beauty of the garden, Alice sensed something else, a presence, ancient and wise, watching her from the shadows. Curious, she followed the sound of rustling leaves until she came upon a clearing at the heart of the garden. And there, seated upon a throne of twisted roots and vines, was the guardian of the garden, a figure cloaked in shadow and mystery. His eyes gleamed with an otherworldly light, and his voice echoed with the wisdom of ages long past. "Welcome, traveler," the guardian intoned, his voice like the rustle of leaves in the wind. "You have stumbled upon a place of great power and magic. A place where the boundaries between worlds grow thin." In that moment, Alice realized the truth. The secret garden was more than just a place of beauty and wonder. It was a gateway to another realm. A realm of magic and possibility beyond imagining. With a sense of awe and wonder, Alice knew that her journey was far from over. For in the depths of the secret garden, she would uncover truths beyond imagining, confront challenges beyond her wildest dreams, and ultimately discover the true purpose of her quest. And as she stood before the guardian, bathed in the golden light of the garden, Alice knew that she was ready to face whatever lay ahead. For in this enchanted world of mystery and magic, anything was possible, and the greatest adventures were yet to come. In the heart of the secret garden, Alice found herself confronted with a revelation that would forever change the course of her journey. The guardian of the garden spoke of a tale as old as time itself, a tale of two worlds bound together by fate and destiny. As Alice listened, her heart filled with wonder and awe. She learned of a world beyond her own, a world of magic and wonder, where dreams were made real and reality was but a fleeting illusion. It was a world of endless possibility, a world where anything was possible if only one had the courage to believe. But alongside this world of magic and wonder, there existed another, a world of darkness and despair. A world where shadows lurked at every turn and danger waited around every corner. It was a world of chaos and destruction, a world where the very fabric of reality was torn asunder by forces beyond comprehension. And in the midst of these two worlds stood Alice, a bridge between the realms, a beacon of hope in a sea of darkness. She alone held the key to unlocking the mysteries of the universe, the key to uniting two worlds torn apart by centuries of conflict and strife. With a sense of purpose burning in her heart, Alice knew that she could not turn back now. She had come too far, seen too much, to simply walk away. For in the depths of the secret garden, she had discovered her true destiny. A destiny that would shape the fate of both worlds for generations to come. And so, with a sense of determination burning in her heart, Alice set off once more into the unknown, guided by the light of the stars and the promise of adventure. For in this tale of two worlds, anything was possible, and the greatest adventure of all was yet to come. As Alice ventured further into her quest, shadows seemed to grow longer, and doubts began to gnaw at the edges of her resolve. The weight of the responsibility she carried pressed down upon her shoulders, and the whispers of uncertainty grew louder with each passing moment. In the darkness of the night, as she rested beneath the canopy of stars, Alice found herself plagued by questions. Was she truly the chosen one, destined to unite two worlds? Or was she merely a pawn in a game she could not hope to understand? As she wrestled with these doubts, Alice found herself haunted by visions of the world beyond the secret garden. She saw cities consumed by chaos and despair, forests laid to waste by the ravages of war, and skies darkened by the shadows of fear and doubt. And amidst the chaos, she saw faces of those she loved, and those she had yet to meet, faces filled with hope and fear, longing and despair. And in that moment, Alice knew that she could not turn away, not when so much was at stake. With a heavy heart and a sense of determination burning in her chest, Alice rose to her feet and pressed on, guided by the light of the stars and the promise of a better tomorrow. For in the face of doubt and uncertainty, she knew that only by facing her fears head-on could she hope to find the answers she sought. And so, with each step she took, Alice banished the shadows of doubt from her mind, replacing them with a newfound sense of purpose and resolve. For in the darkest of times, it was hope that lit the way, and it was courage that would ultimately lead her to victory. With her doubts cast aside and her resolve strengthened, Alice embarked on a journey of discovery unlike any she had ever known. Guided by the whispers of the wind and the gentle glow of the stars, she ventured further into the heart of the unknown, eager to uncover the truths that lay hidden beneath the surface. Along the way, she encountered wonders beyond imagining, ancient ruins that spoke of civilizations long forgotten, towering mountains that scraped the heavens, and vast, rolling plains that stretched out as far as the eye could see. Each new discovery filled her with a sense of awe and wonder, reminding her of the boundless beauty and complexity of the world around her. But amidst the wonders of her journey, Alice also encountered challenges and obstacles that tested her courage and determination. She faced fierce creatures that prowled the shadows, treacherous terrain that threatened to swallow her whole, and dark forces that sought to thwart her at every turn. Yet with each challenge she overcame, Alice grew stronger and more resolute, her spirit burning bright in the face of adversity. For she knew that every trial was but a stepping stone on the path to enlightenment, a chance to grow and learn and become the person she was destined to be. And as she journeyed deeper into the unknown, Alice began to uncover the true purpose of her quest, not just to unite two worlds, but to unite the hearts and minds of all who dwelled within them. For she realized that the true power of her journey lay not in the secrets she uncovered or the obstacles she overcame, but in the connections she forged and the bonds she shared with those she met along the way. And so, with a sense of purpose burning in her heart, Alice pressed on, eager to see where her journey would take her next. For in this vast and wondrous world of discovery, anything was possible, and the greatest adventures were yet to come. As Alice journeyed on, her path led her to a place where time itself seemed to lose its meaning. She found herself surrounded by swirling mists and shifting shadows, caught in a realm where past, present, and future intertwined in a dizzying dance. In this place of temporal confusion, Alice felt as though she were adrift in a sea of uncertainty, buffeted by currents she could not hope to understand. Memories of the past collided with visions of the future, leaving her disoriented and unsure of where she truly belonged. As she wandered through this surreal landscape, Alice encountered echoes of her own past moments frozen in time. Fragments of memory that flickered and danced before her eyes. She saw glimpses of her childhood, her teenage years, and moments from her adult life, each one tinged with a sense of nostalgia and longing. But amidst the memories, Alice also glimpsed visions of the future, visions of worlds yet to be, adventures yet to unfold, and of destinies yet to be fulfilled. And in those fleeting moments, she caught a glimpse of the true scope of her journey, of the vastness of the universe, and the infinite possibilities that lay before her. Yet amidst the chaos of time, Alice also felt a sense of peace, a sense of clarity that she had never known before. For in this place of temporal confusion, she saw that all moments were connected, that every choice she made had ripple effects that echoed throughout eternity. And as she gazed into the swirling mists of time, Alice knew that her journey was far from over. For in this place of lost moments and forgotten dreams, she would uncover truths beyond imagining, confront challenges beyond her wildest dreams, and ultimately discover the true purpose of her quest. With a sense of determination burning in her heart, Alice pressed on, guided by the light of the stars and the promise of a future yet unwritten. For in this place where time itself was but a fleeting illusion, anything was possible, and the greatest adventures were yet to come. As Alice journeyed through the ever-shifting landscapes of her quest, she found herself drawn to a place where the boundaries between worlds grew thin. Here, in the shadow of towering cliffs and beneath the endless expanse of the sky, she felt a strange energy crackling in the air, a whisper of power that seemed to emanate from the very earth itself. As she walked, Alice felt the gentle caress of the wind against her skin, carrying with it the faintest hint of voices, whispers from another time, another place. They spoke of secrets long forgotten, of dreams yet to be realized, and of destinies intertwined across the vast expanse of time. Intrigued by the mysterious voices, Alice followed their ethereal melody, allowing them to guide her through the labyrinthine paths of the landscape. With each step, the whispers grew louder, their words becoming clearer, until at last, she reached the heart of the mystery. There, amidst the towering cliffs and swirling mists, Alice discovered a hidden cave, a place of ancient power and forgotten knowledge. As she stepped inside, she felt a sense of awe wash over her, as though she were treading on hallowed ground. In the dim light of the cave, Alice saw symbols etched into the walls, symbols that spoke of ancient rituals and arcane wisdom. She felt the weight of centuries pressing down upon her, as though the very air were heavy with the secrets of generations past. And then, as she listened, Alice heard the whispers, once more faint at first, but growing stronger with each passing moment. They spoke of a prophecy, a chosen one destined to unite two worlds and bring balance to the universe. With a sense of wonder and trepidation, Alice realized that she was the one the whispers spoke of, the chosen one, fated to shape the destiny of worlds. And as she embraced her role in the unfolding drama, she knew that her journey was far from over. For in the whispers of the wind, Alice had found her purpose, her destiny, and her truest self. And with newfound determination burning in her heart, she set forth once more into the unknown, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. In the heart of the mystical realm, Alice encountered the Guardian once more, his eyes gleaming with determination and purpose. He spoke of a quest, a journey of great importance that would test her courage and resolve like never before. The Guardian explained that deep within the realm lay a source of ancient power, a relic of unimaginable significance that held the key to unlocking the mysteries of the universe. But to reach it, Alice would have to overcome trials and challenges beyond anything she had faced thus far. With a sense of determination burning in her heart, Alice accepted the Guardian's challenge, knowing that the fate of both worlds depended on her success. Together, they set out on their quest, guided by the light of the stars and the whispers of the wind. As they journeyed deeper into the heart of the realm, they encountered dangers at every turn, fierce creatures that prowled the shadows, treacherous terrain that threatened to swallow them whole, and dark forces that sought to thwart their progress. But through it all, Alice and the Guardian pressed on, their spirits unbroken and their resolve unwavering. For they knew that the fate of both worlds hung in the balance, and that failure was not an option. Finally, after days of travel and countless trials, Alice and the Guardian reached their destination, a hidden chamber deep within the heart of the realm. There, amidst the flickering torchlight and the echoing silence, they found what they had been searching for. In the center of the chamber stood a pedestal, upon which rested the relic, a glowing orb of pulsing energy that seemed to hum with power. With trembling hands, Alice reached out and grasped the orb, feeling its energy course through her veins like a bolt of lightning. And as she held the relic aloft, she felt a sense of peace wash over her, as though she had finally found her true purpose in life. For in that moment, Alice knew that she was destined for greatness, that she was meant to shape the destiny of both worlds and bring balance to the universe. With the relic in hand, Alice and the Guardian returned to the surface, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. For they knew that their journey was far from over, and that the greatest adventure of all was yet to come. As Alice and the Guardian emerged from the depths of their quest, they found themselves bathed in the soft glow of twilight. The air was filled with a sense of calm and tranquility, as though the world itself were holding its breath in anticipation of what was to come. With the relic clutched tightly in her hand, Alice felt a sense of peace wash over her, as though she had finally found the missing piece of herself that had eluded her for so long. She looked into the shimmering surface of the orb and saw reflections of her own soul, glimpses of her past, her present, and the person she was destined to become. As she gazed into the depths of the orb, Alice felt a sense of clarity wash over her, as though she were seeing herself for the first time. She saw the strength and courage that had carried her through countless trials and challenges, the kindness and compassion that had guided her every step of the way, and the love and hope that had sustained her through even the darkest of times. But amidst the reflections of her own soul, Alice also saw glimpses of the world beyond, visions of a future filled with promise and possibility, of adventures yet to unfold, and destinies yet to be fulfilled. And in those fleeting moments, she knew that her journey was far from over. With a sense of purpose burning in her heart, Alice turned to the Guardian and smiled, knowing that together they would face whatever challenges lay ahead. For they had forged a bond that transcended time and space, a bond that would carry them through even the darkest of nights. And as they set forth into the twilight, guided by the light of the stars and the whispers of the wind, Alice knew that she was ready for whatever adventures awaited her. For in the reflections of her soul, she had found the strength and courage to face whatever challenges lay ahead, and the determination to shape her own destiny. As Alice and the Guardian continued their journey, they found themselves surrounded by a sense of camaraderie and companionship that warmed their hearts even in the coldest of nights. Together, they faced challenges and obstacles with courage and determination, knowing that they were stronger together than they ever could be alone. In the face of danger, they stood side by side, their spirits unbroken and their resolve unwavering. They shared laughter and tears, triumphs and failures, and through it all, their bond only grew stronger. Along the way, they encountered allies who joined them on their quest, brave souls who shared their vision of a better world and were willing to fight for it with every fiber of their being. Together, they formed a fellowship, bound by a common purpose and a shared destiny. Through the trials and tribulations of their journey, Alice and her companions forged bonds of friendship that would last a lifetime. They learned to trust each other implicitly, to lean on each other in times of need, and to draw strength from the knowledge that they were never truly alone. And as they journeyed onward, guided by the light of the stars and the whispers of the wind, Alice knew that she was blessed to have such friends by her side. For in the darkest of times, it was their friendship that lit the way and gave her the courage to face whatever challenges lay ahead. With a sense of gratitude burning in her heart, Alice vowed to cherish their friendship always, knowing that together, they were capable of achieving anything they set their minds to. And as they set forth into the unknown, she smiled, secure in the knowledge that no matter what the future held, they would face it together, as friends. As Alice and her companions ventured further into their quest, they stumbled upon a realm shrouded in mystery and darkness, a place forgotten by time, where the echoes of ancient civilizations lingered like whispers in the wind. The Forgotten Realm was a land of shadow and decay, its once majestic cities reduced to ruins, and its once glorious landscapes swallowed by the encroaching darkness. Yet amidst the desolation, there was a sense of eerie beauty, a haunting reminder of the world that once was. As they explored the Forgotten Realm, Alice and her companions uncovered secrets long buried beneath the sands of time. They discovered forgotten tombs filled with treasure and relics of a bygone era, and they deciphered ancient inscriptions that spoke of prophecies and legends lost to history. But amidst the wonders of the Forgotten Realm, they also encountered dangers beyond imagining, dark creatures that prowled the shadows, cursed artifacts that whispered promises of power and destruction, and ancient guardians who stood watch over long-forgotten secrets. Yet through it all, Alice and her companions pressed on, their spirits undaunted by the perils that surrounded them. For they knew that the fate of both worlds depended on their success, and that failure was not an option. And as they journeyed deeper into the heart of the Forgotten Realm, they began to unravel the mysteries that had shrouded it for centuries. They learned of ancient conflicts and forgotten heroes, of lost kingdoms and forbidden magic, and of the role they themselves played in the unfolding drama. With each new discovery, Alice felt a sense of purpose burning in her heart, as though she were finally beginning to understand the true scope of her quest. For in the heart of the Forgotten Realm, she knew that the answers she sought awaited, her answers that would shape the destiny of both worlds for generations to come. As Alice and her companions journeyed through the Forgotten Realm, they stumbled upon a hidden valley bathed in the soft light of the setting sun. Here, amidst the crumbling ruins and overgrown vegetation, they discovered a place of unexpected beauty and tranquility. In this hidden valley, the air was filled with the sound of birdsong and the gentle rustle of leaves in the breeze. Wildflowers bloomed in riotous colors, painting the landscape with splashes of purple, blue, and gold. And overhead, the sky stretched out like a canvas, painted with hues of pink and orange as the sun dipped below the horizon. Captivated by the serenity of the valley, Alice and her companions paused to rest and reflect on the journey that had brought them here. They shared stories and laughter, their voices mingling with the natural symphony of the valley, in a harmonious melody that echoed through the air. As they sat beneath the shade of a towering oak tree, Alice felt a sense of peace wash over her, as though she had finally found a moment of respite amidst the chaos of their quest. She closed her eyes and listened to the songs of the valley, feeling the weight of the world lift from her shoulders with each passing moment. In that moment of tranquility, Alice realized the true beauty of their journey, not just in the trials they had faced, or the challenges they had overcome, but in the moments of peace and serenity they had found along the way. For amidst the chaos of their quest, there were still moments of beauty and joy to be savored. Moments that reminded them of the simple pleasures of life. And as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the valley, Alice knew that she would carry the memory of this moment with her always. For in the songs of serenity that echoed through the hidden valley, she had found a moment of peace and tranquility that would stay with her long after their journey had come to an end. As day faded into night, Alice and her companions found themselves bathed in the soft glow of twilight. The sky above was a canvas of shifting colors, streaks of pink and purple merging with bands of deep indigo, creating a breathtaking tapestry that stretched out to the horizon. In the embrace of twilight, the world seemed to slow its frantic pace, as though caught in a moment of quiet contemplation. The air was cool and still, the only sound the gentle rustle of leaves in the breeze. As they traveled through the twilight landscape, Alice and her companions felt a sense of peace wash over them, as though the very essence of the world were reaching out to embrace them. They walked in silence, lost in their own thoughts, each one grateful for the quiet beauty of the moment. In the fading light, Alice saw reflections of the day's journey, moments of triumph and moments of defeat, moments of laughter and moments of tears. And amidst it all, she saw glimpses of the future, of the adventures yet to come and the challenges yet to be faced. But in the quiet of twilight, Alice also found a sense of clarity that she had been searching for. She realized that their journey was not just about reaching their destination, but about embracing the journey itself, about savoring each moment, whether it be joyous or sorrowful, and finding beauty in the unexpected. As they walked, Alice felt a sense of gratitude welling up inside her. A gratitude for the companions who had shared her journey and the experiences that had shaped her along the way. For in the embrace of twilight, she knew that she was exactly where she was meant to be, surrounded by friends who would stand by her side no matter what the future held. And as they continued on their way, guided by the fading light of twilight and the promise of a new dawn, Alice smiled, knowing that no matter what challenges lay ahead, they would face them together, as companions on a shared journey through the mysteries of life. In the final stretch of their journey, Alice and her companions found themselves drawn towards a place of ancient power, a place where the echoes of eternity whispered through the air, carrying with them the secrets of the universe. As they ventured deeper into the heart of the realm, the air grew thick with anticipation, as though the very fabric of reality were vibrating with the energy of 1,000 lifetimes. Shadows danced on the walls, casting strange shapes and patterns that seemed to shift and change with each passing moment. In the midst of this surreal landscape, Alice felt a sense of awe wash over her, as though she were standing on the threshold of something greater than herself. She could sense the presence of ancient beings, their voices echoing through the corridors of time like whispers on the wind. As they journeyed onward, Alice and her companions encountered challenges beyond anything they had faced before, trials of strength, of courage, and of faith. They were tested in ways they never thought possible, their resolve pushed to the brink, as they confronted their deepest fears and darkest desires. But through it all, they remained steadfast, their bond unbroken, and their spirits undaunted. For they knew that the fate of both worlds depended on their success, and that failure was not an option. And then, at last, they reached their destination, a chamber bathed in the soft glow of 1,000 stars, its walls adorned with symbols of power and wisdom. In the center of the chamber stood a pedestal, upon which rested the key to unlocking the mysteries of the universe. With trembling hands, Alice reached out and grasped the relic, feeling its energy surge through her veins like a tidal wave. In that moment, she understood the true meaning of her journey, not just to unite two worlds, but to transcend the boundaries of time and space, and become something greater than herself. And as she held the relic aloft, Alice felt a sense of peace wash over her, as though she were at one with the universe itself. For in that moment, she knew that she had achieved something truly extraordinary, something that would echo through the halls of eternity for all time. As Alice and her companions emerged from the depths of their journey, they found themselves bathed in the soft light of the rising sun. The horizon was painted in hues of gold and pink, the promise of a new day dawning on the horizon. In the light of dawn, Alice felt a sense of renewal wash over her, as though the trials and tribulations of their journey had been washed away by the gentle touch of morning dew. She looked out at the world before her with fresh eyes, seeing beauty and possibility where once there had been only darkness and despair. With a sense of hope burning in her heart, Alice turned to her companions and smiled, knowing that their journey was far from over. For in the light of dawn, she saw the promise of a future filled with endless possibilities. A future where anything was possible if only one had the courage to believe. Together, they stood on the threshold of a new adventure, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead with courage and determination. For they knew that as long as they had each other, they could overcome any obstacle and achieve any goal. And as they set forth into the light of the rising sun, guided by the promise of a new day and the knowledge that they were bound by the strongest of bonds, the bonds of friendship and love, Alice knew that their journey was just beginning. For in the light of dawn, anything was possible, and the greatest adventures were yet to come. And with a sense of joy and anticipation in her heart, Alice stepped forward into the unknown, ready to embrace whatever the future held with open arms.